You guys ready? You guys excited? You guys ready? All right, let's start. That's the new hero, Vendetta.
Know your place.
Yeah, very
Bow
similar
down.
to Magic. Very similar to Magic from my rivals. Very, very similar.
Oh, impressive.
That's
Arriva
the
la
ult.
punizione.
That's the ult. Okay. Okay. That's like a pretty much an earth shatter.
And so, my reign begins.
Okay, so let's just kind of digest this. It's a melee DPS hero, it seems. It could be a... I don't think it's a tank. It could be a tank, like Doomfist. Don't think it is because the model of the character is too small. I mean, let's see how she's compared to Junker Queen. Yeah, she's smaller than Junker Queen, and Junker Queen is already the smallest tank that they have. So I highly doubt if it's not a tank. Look at the character. Super, super tiny in comparison to Junker Queen, the smallest tank we have. No, DPS for sure. DPS for sure. Actually, DPS in the description? Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, I didn't read the description. So let's gonna see the abilities real quick. So what do we have here?
Fibers.
This is the base melee attack, so I'm assuming it's 2 slashes. The third slash just 3 slashes. We have like a fire strike. It's not actually a fire strike because it doesn't pierce. As you can see, it stops on Jujuno and it doesn't go on the characters behind her. So whoever it hits first, it slashes. It's a long range attack. That's good. So the thing about melee heroes, and by the way, the reason why melee heroes don't work well for the most part in Overwatch, it's because melee heroes need. It's not that they don't work. It's that they suck if they don't have mobility. Reinhardt is pretty shit because it's a melee hero. But he's pretty shit, not because he's a melee hero, because he doesn't have mobility. In order to have a strong character melee, it needs to have a lot of mobility. Doomfist, for example. So we have a slash. We have a block. 2 abilities. Slash, long range, and block. It's probably a long block. We have a dash.
Dirt beneath my
These are just a melee attack.
Wouldn't want to be ya.
Enough games.
So she has like a long range throw, sword throw. That is mobility, very good.
Taste the Palatine Fang.
Okay, so I get it. It seems like after you use your block, you have the ability. After you use your block, you have the ability to do a whirl dash. It's kind of like Magic. So with Magic, you would do a portal, and then you would either place a demon, or you do a whirl attack, like a whirlpool attack. So it seems like it's the same thing. You block, and you have like a whirl attack, like a whirl dash. So we have block that leads up to a short dash with damage. We have a sword throw that you basically teleport to your throw. Mobility, it's almost like a translocator. Oh, it also does damage. Oh, when you go up in the air. Oh, that's the ult. That was the ult, wasn't it? That was the ult. So when you throw your sword and you come down, you can also have an attack. That's pretty interesting.
Know your place. Bow down, Codardia.
That's the ult, by the way. The ult is you go up. It's almost like a shatter, earth shatter from above. It seems like it has a charge time. The more you hold it, the more damage you do. It's pretty reasonable considering you give the enemy time to dodge. I like the hero, guys. I mean, to be honest, I like the hero. I think it's a good hero. I think it's gonna be an interesting hero. Unless it's absolutely obnoxiously OP, it's gonna teach you how to play the game fundamentally. I think the melee heroes are really good. I think melee heroes are really good to learn the game fundamentally, because even though they don't require the most amount of like aim, they do require mechanics for combos. That's number 1. And number 2, more importantly, there's so many things that you can fuck up playing melee heroes, because you can't get away with playing safe positioning. You need to actually be close to the enemies, which means that you need to position correctly, have correct timing. And that's why they teach you how to play the game fundamentally correct. So, weapon. Play hard light, hand sword, combat swing is the end of the structure. Combo swings to end with a destructive overhand slash. So I said at the beginning, I wasn't really sure if that was like a regular attack animation, but she does 3 attacks, like 1, 2, and a big one. Probably the big one does more damage, so you'll need 3 consecutive slashes to actually do damage, which actually, when you think about it, is pretty reasonable, considering probably after 3 slashes, people will turn around to deal with you. Okay. Warding stance, block with your sword, reducing frontal damage and deflecting melee attacks. Deflecting melee attacks, but it doesn't go back. Okay, blocking damage depletes energy. Depletes energy. What do you need energy for? Oh, it's probably like a matrix that you have like a energy timer thing that you can't really hold the block forever. It's probably short duration. Yeah, it's a resource meter. Okay, abilities. Soaring slice. Hurl your sword in the direction you're facing and then fly to it. Okay, that's like what we saw. It's like a translocator. It's like a Sombra translocator. Whirlwind dash. Rush forward into a circular slash. So it's like a short dash. It's not exactly with this. You don't need the block to do that. Okay, that's interesting. That's good. And projected edge, available while warding stance is active. Warding stance is... Oh, you need to put your block in order to use the fire strike. That's interesting. Okay. Passives, strikes enemies, increase movement and attack speed. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is a... You know, I usually give shit to Blizzard about their, not so great character design since Overwatch 2, Life River, blah, blah, blah. But this is pretty good. You know, I like to credit where credit's due. This seems like a pretty good character. Minor perks, overhead strike, gain 30% lifesteal. Yeah. I mean, lifesteal is a must on melee heroes because they need to always be in people's faces. Relentless. Onslaught can stack 3 more times. What is Onslaught? Let me see. 3 more times. Increasing attack speed by 5% and movement speed by 4% per stack. That is actually also pretty good. So I think that the Relentless will be really good against heroes that are lower damage, like Dive. Siphonic Strike. Do you guys want me to break down basically how to play the hero before anything begins? Would you like me to do that? Relentless. So basically, Relentless perk, the matter one, is good against Dive and not very strong, not very high damage characters. So let's break it down from the beginning. Plotting fact. So in short, the way you play melee heroes is that you always are trying to engage the enemies. You can't really play long range. So you will need to time your engagements exactly as I explained when a team fight starts. You can go face to face with people. I mean, you could with a block for a short duration, and it's probably what you do. You will go down main with your block, and then you're gonna cut the angle off, wait, your team engages, and then you go and attack. And when you go and attack, you have 2 things that protect you, essentially. Well, how do you attack? First of all, you engage with the whirlwind dash. So the whirlwind dash, rush forward into a circular dash, does short burst damage, right? Initially, and then you attack. They turn around, you have 2 options. Number 1, block, like Doomfist. Or, if you want to keep fighting, if your team is already fighting. Or number 2, they turn around, shoot at you, you throw your sword, and get the fuck out. Right? And repeat. What do you do with the projected edge? There are 2 things that you can do. So basically, you can go in with your whirlwind dash, attack, burst damage. They look at you, block, fire strike. If you can continue attacking, awesome. If you can't, throw your sword, get out, and then use your like kind of long range attack and do that on repeat, right? Now, if we look at the minor perks, we have the Siphoning Strike. Overhead strike gains 30 lifesteal. So it means that every 3rd attack that you have, you're gonna have 30% lifesteal, which is pretty damn good, right? But it will only work against characters that are fairly immobile, because you need to swing 3 times before Moira dash, Genji dash, Tracer blinks. It's not gonna work against high mobility heroes for the most part. So I think that this one is going to be better against that, and this one is going to get against more brawly heroes. Reaper, Rissa, Reinhardt, Zarya, Junker Queen, Cassidy, maybe, stuff like that. And now we move on to the major perk. Swift Vengeance. Last player to land a killing blow on you becomes a target. Eliminate the target to gain 125 overhealth and reset cooldown. So basically, somebody that kills you, you becomes a target. You eliminate target to gain 125 overhealth and reset cooldowns. I don't know how good that is. It seems very original, kind of. All right, let me think. Let's go to the Raging Storm now. Whirlwind Dash continues to spin, hitting 3 more times for 40 damage in a wide area. Yeah, that I think that's a no-brainer. That's actually that is actually so strong to the point that it's a no-brainer, because this is only under the condition that you kill the enemy that killed you beforehand, and sometimes you have no choice on who kills you, by the way. So this kind of seems kind of RNG. And if a Tracer, for example, kills you, or a Bull kills you, well, good luck with killing that guy. Good luck with killing that guy, you know? That seems more consistent damage. This seems like a no-brainer perk, in my opinion. But we'll see how this plays out. Too early to tell, but I think this is going to be a no-brainer, because you will go with... This is your engagement tool. You go in with your Whirlwind Dash. It does a bunch of damage, and then you either double down with your, like, keep swinging and your block, especially with the life steal. It can stay way longer. Or with this one, it depends on, like, what you decide to pick, and then you get out. I think it seems like a very fundamentally strong hero. I think at the beginning she's going to be obnoxiously OP, but I think that it's going to be obnoxiously OP with people who have very strong fundamentals. Dare I say, it's probably not going to be obnoxiously OP for people who are gold, because they will mess up the timing and they will mess up the off-angling part. Pretty interesting. So I think as soon as she comes out, most definitely guide and rank to GM. What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna die. I for sure. I'm very excited to play this hero. I like melee heroes. I like melee heroes. Listen, then we're gonna come back to my analyzation of how you should play the character only when the trailer came out, and we're gonna see how close I get. What do you guys think?